great thing about living in a small town is knowing everyone. The flip side though is that they also knew you and everything going on in your life. My parents officially separated when I was 10 years old. That's when my childhood stopped. It wasn't a quick, mutual or smooth separation. It was messy, and I was generally the messenger between my parents. I remember running and crying a lot. I spent a lot of time upset, angry and hurt while trying to shield my brother from what was happening and always making sure that he was okay. I guess they never really talked about what would happen when Mum wanted to move with my brother and I to Perth so I could start high school. I remember being brought to a building where one of my best friends' mum was a counsellor. My brother and I were put in a room and told to choose. I couldn't believe this was happening and I was so angry. I knew I needed to be with my brother and Dad knew too. So I moved to Perth with Mum. The years following that were black for me. I strongly resented both parents for making us choose. I was tired of crying, being angry and all of the fighting. I fought with my mum regularly and whenever I saw Dad, he'd bring it all up again. I didn't get on well with either parent and the thought of just not being there to deal with it all occurred to me more than once. My life felt like this. It was then that I found God. I let curiosity intrigue me as to why my friends at school went to a youth ministry, so I went. I remember being in front of the stage and seeing my friends lifting up their hands and singing to a God I didn't understand. Seriously, I thought they were weird. But they were happy, something I wasn't. And when the call came, I gave my life to Christ. Then the long journey to healing began. Forgiveness is something I struggled with for years because I was so deeply hurt. But when I read this verse in Matthew, it was a good wake-up call. For if you forgive men when they sin against you, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you do not forgive men their sins, your Father will not forgive yours. Only then did I truly begin to forgive my parents and find joy and happiness in beginning to move past it, and eventually being a light for God. And I've been able to help others in my life. It has allowed me to help friends at school, reach out to girls within youth as my leaders did with me, and I know that God will continue to use my story still. Today I can say that I have a great relationship with both my parents. I think the world of my dad, and I value so much the conversations that we have when we're together. And my mum, her strength and her perseverance and just how hard she's worked at everything in her life for the benefit of me and my brother is amazing to see. I love to be a light that shines God and what He has done in my life, and I'm grateful for that.